Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. Um, now we are standing in the third week, ठीक है. और the topic in today's class is today's week is actually we would be going through that. That is your inductive and deductive approach in writing. The organizational plans of writing, we would be going through this in the whole week, ठीक है. So I will be explaining you that now first of all I actually have introduced this topic to you in the first class when we were having a Zoom session in which I was talking. I told you all about the direct writing and the indirect writing. So I would be elaborating more on it within this 2-3 sessions of video classes. I would be elaborating more on the direct and the indirect way of writing. ठीक है. First of all, you need to understand what do we mean by inductive and deductive writing. Now, by the term inductive writing, we means that we are about to write in an indirect tone, in an indirect manner. Now, we need to understand what is an indirect manner. Indirect manner is that in the first paragraph you don't come directly to the point. In fact, you give only an introduction to the topic, or maybe the purpose why you're about to write. You only introduce that purpose of your writing in the first paragraph. Then in the second paragraph you come to the point why you're about to write. What is your purpose, what do you want, everything that includes the purpose of your writing, you will include it in the second paragraph. If you need to give any supplementary details, you will be writing in the third paragraph, and then you would be closing it. Okay, please don't worry about it. I'll explain you in detail what I'm about, what I want to tell you. I would be explaining you in detail everything. Okay, it's just an introduction that I am telling you. Now this is what is called as inductive writing. Okay, now inductive writing is actually indirect writing. Now think about it. In what situations you would be using inductive approach, indirect writing? Just think about it. Okay, I'll just tell you if you have already thought about it. Inductive writing, that is indirect writing, should actually be used in those situations which are not routine things. First of all, okay, if I am writing something which is not routine and my reader is not expecting it, so definitely I would be giving an introduction in the first paragraph, and then I would be telling the major explanation in the second paragraph, whatever I want to write, and then I would be closing the letter in the third paragraph, that is would be giving the conclusion to it. Now what can be the situations? First of all, the situation can be that the reader is not expecting anything from my side, so I would be writing in an indirect tone. Secondly, I am telling something which is very bad for the reader, which the reader does not want to listen. So like for example, I'm telling him or her that your appraisal was not up to the mark this year, therefore we have decided not to give you promotion. Okay, now this is something which would be a bad news for the reader. Okay, maybe I would be writing to my student that you have not attempted this assignment effectively, therefore you are given marks which is which are not passing marks. So unfortunately you have failed in this early and you have got very less marks. So this is a sort of a bad news for my student, for my reader. So these situations in which my reader is not expecting something good is actually it's something bad or it's something negative for my reader. So definitely I would be using indirect tone, in which in the first paragraph I would only be introducing, or you can say I would actually use a buffer. Now you need to understand what a buffer is. Okay? To be very you can say in a layman's language, a buffer is actually a cushion. Now question is like, I am saying, I'm about to say something negative, so I would be covering it in the first paragraph. Covering matlab I would be creating a situation in such a manner that my reader would be guessing that something bad is coming up. Like for example, if you have ever applied for an internship or for a job in any organization, when they reject you, they usually write it in the very first line, thank you for applying in this position in our company, या फिर thank you for your application dated so and so in our company for the position of maybe assistant manager, marketing department and so on. ठीक है, and you would be writing, you would be giving an introductory line in this, and then in the second paragraph you would be regretting the application, that we regret to inform you that that we are unable to give you a job position in this title. However, we have kept your CV in our record and would be approaching you once we find any position that is relevant to your experience and your education. ठीक है, तो अब इसमें जो पहले पैराग्राफ में they have given a one-liner thing that thank you for your application for the position of assistant manager marketing dated so and so. This is actually a buffer, that is you are thanking that applicant that he has applied for a job position, and that's it. ठीक है, so this would be a buffer. Now I would be coming, if I would be the reader, I would be mentally prepared that maybe this whole email is something which is positive for me, and it can be something negative because they have not written anything in the subject line and they are only thanking me. Okay, so it can be something which is negative. So I as a reader would be mentally prepared that something negative is coming up. Okay, did you get it? Now this is what an indirect writing is, that you give a buffer or a cushion in the first paragraph, then you actually start to tell the purpose of your writing, what you're about to write, and then you conclude your writing. You conclude, that is a very courteous line, that is hoping for a positive relationship with you, waiting for a positive reply from your side, या फिर thank you for your feedback, you know, anything, any of these courteous lines, you close it. ठीक है, that is what an inductive writing is. We gauge the situation, we write it according to the situation. We usually use inductive writing only when something is coming out of the blue. Now like for example, again I would be repeating the same thing, that is something negative that is coming up, number one. Number two, it's a non-routine thing. ठीक है, you need to inform maybe your employees something that is new in your organization, so you are informing your employees, everyone at the same time. That is what a situation that requires indirect writing. Number three may be that you need to persuade someone for anything. ठीक है, persuasion means maybe you're coming up with an idea which is not usual for the company, which is something which is new, and you need to explain why you are going for that idea, what are the benefits of those ideas if we would be implementing it in our company. So this requires persuasion. So this also would be requiring indirect writing, that is you would be introducing your purpose in the first paragraph, then you would be explaining it in the second paragraph, and then if something is still not written and it is required to be written, then you would be continuing the third paragraph, and then you can close it with a very courteous line. So persuasive letters would also be coming within the indirect, or you can say inductive writing. Within the persuasive writing, sales letters also would be coming within inductive writing. That is, you would be writing something, you would be telling something, you would be convincing something to your customer maybe, or so you would be explaining that, a very small intro in the first paragraph, and then you would be coming in the second paragraph what you're trying to sell. So inductive is actually that you don't come directly to the point in the first paragraph. In fact, you create a situation, you introduce your purpose only in the first paragraph, and then you come to the point. Okay, so that is what an inductive writing is all about. Okay, now we would be discussing the deductive writing. Thank you.